Hi everybody, welcome to West Virginia. My name is Cheryl and this is part 3 of my FlossTube snapshot for the year 2022. I have yet to share with you the projects that I started last year. I started 25 projects for my project 22 that I came up with. I started 2 new projects a month for that. And then I also started a few extras. I started a couple stitch alongs with my BFF and a couple other projects just because I wanted to. So where I am on these as they are on January 1st, and that way I can go ahead and start working on them because I don't want to make progress without doing a snapshot of where they are. These are in the order that I started them for project 22, but you know, it doesn't matter when I start. But the 2 that I started for January, the first one is Hillside School of Handwork. This is from Hillside Samplings. This is a project that I've wanted to do for quite a long time. I have had it in my stash for forever, and I just think it's a beautiful sampler. Now, if I know the fabrics, I'll tell you what they are, but otherwise I'll just, you know, you can see what color basically what color they are, hopefully. And you know, but this one is just on it looks like a 32 count, just a cream linen. And all these projects have at least 500 stitches. Some of them have more, but they all have at least 500. So this is my start for this one. The colors are just beautiful, soft, peachy greens in the border. Just really, really pretty. So that's my first January project. The second one that I started for January is Beggar's Luck. This one is by Threadwork Primitives. This is a part of a series, and I'm hoping to do them all. It looks like a piece of Quaker cloth. It's kind of a cross between linen and Aida. It's got one color of thread running vertically and another color horizontally. It's kind of like an oatmeal color, but this is where I am on this one. So, very cute. I'm anxious to work on that one again. I've finished several of them, but I want to do them all. This one is The Good Neighbor by Drawn Thread. This is another one that's been in my stash for forever, and I'm just now getting around to it. It has some specialty stitches in it, but the colors in this one are just amazing as well. So here's where this one is. And it's on what looks like a vintage country mocha, Belfast. So I got some of the border done on that one. Really pretty. The next one is the other February start. This is Sarah Hook from Carriage House Samplings. I love, love, love this one. I love them all. That's why I'm stitching. It's so, you know, not enough time in the day. Not enough time. And I have This Not Sarah started on that one. So, good start on that one. I'm going to pause you for just a second. This next one is Something Wicked by Barbara Anna. I worked on this one twice, so he got a little bit more love than the others, some of the others, and here's where he is. He just reminds me of Johnny Depp, and that's what I'm calling him. That's what I named him. And it says, by the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes, which I think is just hilarious. The next one is Jack's Bash from, who did this? Plum Street, I think. If not, I'll correct that here. But you'll see the picture of the pattern. This one has the tag on it. It is a vintage smoky white Belfast. And there's my start on that one. I don't have an ideal system here. A Sister's Love. This one is Blackbird Designs. Now I'm doing this one. I'm putting my two sisters that I just found a couple years ago from my biological father. I have two half-sisters, and I'm going to put their names on this sampler. This is a vintage country mocha Belfast as well, and here's where I am on this one. This one's a fun, they're all fun stitches, honestly. They're all fun. Now this next one is a focus piece for this month, so this is kind of why I needed to get this video done. This is Easter Parade by Blackbird Designs as well. This one is a re-release, and I was very excited to see it re-released because this is one that I really, really wanted. And I'm doing the rabbit, and that's where he is right now. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is Picture This plus Mallow. It's kind of a yellowy linen. 32 count. The next one is October 31st by Kathy Barrick. I saw this one stitched, the model in at the cross stitch station in Waynesboro, Virginia. It wasn't stitched on this color, but I saw it stitched and I had to have it. It's just beautiful. You know, some of the pictures don't do the, you know, the designs justice, but I chose this purple fabric. I'm not sure what it is. It's a Zweigart fabric, but I'm not sure who the dyer is, and it's just a mottled hand-dyed purple. And there's my start on that one. I love purple for Halloween. And if I can at all add some purple into a Halloween stitch that I'm working on, I'll do it. This next one is, it's called Antique Christmas. I'll have to put the designer here because I've completely spaced on that. And it is, I'm stitching it on it looks like even weave, just from my stash. It's kind of a yellow tint as well. Here's my start on it. The next one is In the Springtime by Raise the Roof Designs, I think. This one is just I'm using my own colors for it. It's just a happy reminder of the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, because when they're in the inventing room, he's on that stationary bike and he sings this poem, and it just reminds me of that. So here's where I am on this one, and I am just using a variegated floss in my stash for the letters on this pretty blue. It's like blue, purple, pinkish, just variegated fun fabric. So that's that one. And like I said, it's just I like it because it reminds me of that movie. Next one is another fancy blanket. This is the Perfect Pumpkin. I love this series. It's just so much fun. And here's where I got on this one. So cool. She's just the cutest little witch. Now the next one is another Blackbird Designs. This is Liberty Rose. And I just thought this was absolutely beautiful. And I'm doing this one, I know, on 32 count heroic from Picture This Plus, and it's this pretty linen with the red and blue going through it. And there's my rose, the first one. Isn't that pretty? I'm using the called for on this one. I think that fabric's just perfect for that. Now the next one is Christmas Basket. I'm not sure the designer. I'll have to put, I think this one is Threadwork Primitives as well, if I'm not mistaken. And Christmas Fruit Basket, I think it's called. And here's my start. This one's just on a neutral piece of linen. 32 count, not sure. This next one is Spring Flowers Pin Keep. And I'll put the designer at the bottom as well. I'm sorry I did not have the designers written down, but I don't write them in my planner. So now I'm changing the colors of this one. It's done in, the blossoms are done in blue, and I changed them to like a peachy color. And that's where I am there. This next one is Merry Christmas Sampler. It's another small, and I'll put the designer here for you. You should be able to see it on the chart, and this is again another piece of just mystery fabric, a neutral that I had in my stash, so I started that. There's my start. I have a good mixture of some smaller pieces as well as some medium-sized pieces that I started for my Project 22. This next one is a Bent Creek. It's one of their photo bucket, no, the photo bucket, boy, that was a while ago, photo booth series, and I have several of these that I've collected over the years, and I want to do more of them, but they're just fun, they're silly. They're just, and when we spoke with Bent Creek at Market, I can't remember what year, but they were at Market, and it tickled me to death because I've been a fan of Bent Creek for years and years and years. And they said that they don't retire any of their patterns, which really floored me because some of them are very, very sought after and you can't find them. So if you'd like any of them, you can always ask your LNS or your favorite ONS to approach Bent Creek and ask if they can get the things for you. But yeah, I was tickled that to find out that some of the things are not, you know, that I really, really want are not retired, that I can still get them. So this one is Flags and Friends, and I got the first panel done. And what it is just a series, like if you were to sit in a photo booth, and they get sillier as it goes on. But that little eagle staring at the camera is just, it just cracks me up. So that's Flags and Friends. I can't wait to get back to this one. I'm doing this one, it looks like on a smoky, what is this called? It's their gray-blue Zweigart at 123. I can't remember what that's called, but it's pretty. Now the next one is Rebecca Nurse by Primitive Hair. She was one of the ladies accused of witchcraft in Salem in 1692. And this is her house. It's actually a rendering of her house, her actual house. It's on my bucket list I want to visit. But this is my start, and not a very exciting start, but it's just the snow, just lines of snow. But it'll get more exciting when I get to the house. It's a big red house. And it's amazing what a good job. I'll show you the picture that she includes on the chart of the actual house. She did a fabulous job charting it. This one is a favorite too. This is Christmas at Haxby Abbey, pretty sure this is, I'll have to put it here. I can't remember that either. I'm telling you, I'm clueless anymore. But this one is just beautiful. I'm using the called for, but I chose it's kind of a vanilla color, but it's also got some yellow vibes to it. So that's the fabric that I chose for this one, and there's my start. Cannot wait to get back to this one too. Just, you know, I just love, love, love all these projects. This one I couldn't stop. I could not stop stitching this one. This is Blue de Sheen. This is their Autumn Heart. I have lots of these as well from back in the day. These are hard to find, but you can find them on eBay every now and then. But this one just, I could not stop working on it. I got over 1,000 stitches on this one. I'm doing it on a 36 count, 1/2, and it's just, it makes me happy. So I should finish this one up in no time. But there's where I am. Look how cute those little snails are. All of the Blue de Sheen charts, all of the hearts are just absolutely beautiful. And I know I might start the Easter one next, but I know that I saw Shannon Christine has an Easter heart, you know, really cute one too. So, you know, there are other hearts out there from other designers if you can't locate these Blue de Sheens, but they're really, really pretty. The next one is a favorite as well. This is M. Lotherington Sampler. This is by Chezzy and Me, which is another one of my favorite designers. I saw this one at market, and the picture does it no justice. It's absolutely gorgeous when it's stitched. Now, I coffee tea dyed this piece of mystery fabric, so that's what I'm using. It looks like a witchel because it's very open, but I'm not sure. But I coffee tea dyed it, and there's my start on that one. I'm using the call for on this one as well. But there are greens and reds, different variations of the different reds, and it's just absolutely beautiful stitched up. The next one is Love and Joy. I can see the cover picture, but I can't tell you who did it. And I will have this one done in no time as well. This is a very pretty Christmas design on another mystery piece of fabric. It looks like a 32 count. There's where I am on that one. Pretty, pretty. This next one is precious. This is Sweet Marmalade by Silver Creek Samplers. I love this little guy. He is so cute. So, so cute. I had to get to those words, so I started at the bottom with the little berries. This is on just a white, looks like Belfast linen with the call for colors. Okay, that's my Project 22 pieces, 25 of them. I hope that was 25 if I'm not missing any. So I'm going to pause just a second and get the rest of my starts, and I'll be right back. Okay, in those 25 pieces, I have 19,454 stitches. So some of them did get a little bit more than 500, but yeah, 19,454 in there. Now, as for other starts that I did throughout the year, I started this one. This is a stitch along that I joined in with the Fat Quarter Shop. This is Vintage Housewife. I just fell in love with this. This is so cute and so me, you know. Just all of the 50s colors, the brights, and it's just really happy. I decided to do this 1/1 on the called for 25 count even weave. And it's precious. It's tiny, tiny. And this one has over 12,000 stitches because I tried to keep up for a while, and this border just kicked my butt. So I've been working on it here and there. But I think I have January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I have through July done. So over half. But it's so tiny. Look how, isn't it cute? The colors. I have changed a few of the colors around. And this had something that looked like yarn or something above the typewriter, and I changed it and made it into just a little track lighting there. But yeah, it's precious. So it's not going to be big at all. It's probably going to come to right here. And the original sampler, if you do it over 2, is huge. so I like it. I like the size of it and just the... Now this one is, I attempted my first temperature chart. I chose temperature typography from Stitchin' Mommy, and I was using the called for DMC on 14 count white Ada, which is fraying so badly. I need to put some fray check on that before I finish it. But this was something I was doing totally for fun for 2022. I got to August, the first couple letters of August, so I've still got more to go. But I love the variation in this because we do here in West Virginia, where I am, we do have 4 good seasons. So the differences in the colors are just wonderful. So here's where I am on this one. Now this one got quite a few stitches too. This one got 3,000 stitches, just about. And like I said, you know, it's just in DMC on 14 count Ada. The Ada is just puts me off a little bit because I'm really not fond of stitching on Ada, but it's the color changes are just a lot of fun. And it depends on how many letters are in the month as far as how big the bands are, because you know she couldn't make the bands in December the same size as she could in May. So in May the bands are a lot smaller, and in December they're a lot wider, or January, see? So yeah, it's a lot of fun seeing it. It took some talent to chart that, but I'm looking forward to having that done for 2022. I did not start one this year, so, and that's okay. I just wanted to see one, you know. Now, these next 3 are impromptu starts, stitch-alongs with my BFF. This is Few Have Died from Primitive Hair. Y'all, this cracks me up. Many have eaten here, few have died. It's just hysterical. So I had to do that. We were both like, oh gosh, that's got to happen. So this one's just a mystery fabric, and I'm considering starting this over, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to just proceed with it. So I'm using like a neon green, like it's coming out of a cauldron, poison. So that's where I am on that one. And that's going to be a quick stitch. It's just so cute. I was thinking about framing that one and hanging it in my kitchen so my kids could see it. Now this one is a focus for this month as well. This is Disturbed Women by, who is this by? You'll know before I do. And I had this piece of 40 count linen. I shared it with my friend, and we are both stitching it over 1 on 40 count, which she has found that she adores. So that's good. But this one is, again, and the fabric is just perfect. It looks like an old rusty sign. So there's where I am on that one. And these new starts also got at least 500 stitches. And then my last new start for 2022 was at First Rooster Crow. I'm not getting in trouble with YouTube here. At First Rooster Crow, but you'll see what it is. And this was also another, we got to do this because it's so cute. And here's my start on that one. So in those 5 pieces, I have put 16,705 stitches. So that was a big bulk of my stitching last year were my new starts. And I'm really enjoying all of them. I can't wait to get back to all of them. Several are slated for a finish, the smaller ones, and maybe a couple of the medium-sized ones. I'm going to try to get Vintage Housewife finished this year. And but there's a lot of year left, you know, you never know. I will be back soon with a January update to show you what I've been stitching so far this month. I've got a couple other videos that I'm going to put out there, just some ideas that I had, and share with you. You know, that's what I like to do. So in my first official FlossTube update, I'll include the regular things that you know, some charts that I've picked up, some thank yous, and some giveaways from the first snapshot video that I did this year. So a lot of good things coming up. My husband and I are planning on doing a lot of traveling this year, so I'm excited about that, and I'm hoping to take you along with our journeys there. So a lot of exciting stuff coming. So thank you very much for tuning in for this last snapshot of my 2022 stitching. And until I see you again, happy stitching.